Ready? Yeah, peace. Pela computer, oui, il y a une. Une belle computer. Une belle. Oh, c'est une belle. Mon business de replay, on sait que me fait. He remove, he deleted. You have to redo the whole thing. That remove, he deleted. Actually, what you're trying to do.
So usually, as you said,
you know, you do tell the person, start here.
for scenario,
The link is on there. Okay, this one, I don't buy. So which one is the I see, yeah, it's still more valuable. Yeah, there's more small. You know, it's a lot of issue. Yeah, these. You. Ya te mandó toda. No debería.
Even I did have to say all I'm gonna do. So until I saw you, wow,
We will get up to like please follow the reaction from the community. Let's see whether they follow. The reaction from the community, let's see what they follow it from the group. Because meaning I didn't want to say there are so much about other people because of the result. One thing they call that play. It's not easy. But we'll play more tower than it. SGR, we introduce the section. Go start shot 3, please.
I was with you.
Yeah, so you go straight to it. And the other only.
Two for the that down.
Good afternoon, comrades. Firstly, on behalf of the IEC of Mulsu, we want to use this platform to express our thanks and appreciation to the student community, the Liberian student community at Madawadi University. I want to say a big thank you for exercising your fundamental right, that is the right to vote, which is your power to choose who to lead you. And I will just introduce myself quickly because some of you may be watching outside of the confine of Mawadi University and may be wondering who is this guy that is speaking. By the way of introduction, I am Karsi D. Mensah Jr. I'm serving as the General Secretary of the Independent Election Commission, that is the IEC at Mawadi University. This process has been a 3-month process, and we are so happy that we came to a successful end. And throughout the process, we were very professional, and we hold some values key during our course of operation. That is, accountability was our number one key, and transparency was also another key that we held on to during this entire process. And reaching at the closure of this process, we are so happy and we are grateful to the students community at Mawadi University for affording us the opportunity during these times to control and cooperate such an event. We want to say bravo to all of you, and also want to use this medium to say thank you to all of our candidates, those who took the bold step by saying that there is indeed that I have the potential to lead. It was a great step that you took by engaging the process, and today we have reached to an end. And I would just want to use this message because throughout our entire scope of operation, we have been propagating the message of peace, that after election, we maintain the peace. So that whatever result that surface, because during the entire process, we are absolutely transparent. Even up to today's date, we allow voters to observe the bar chart that has to do with the progress of the candidates. We allow voters to see that because we don't want to bring results that just surface and it causes a lot of chaos. We wanted to be absolutely transparent. And we did that in all our way possible to make sure that this process was transparent to the very last end. And every one of us are witnesses today for this process. So the chairman of the IEC at Mawadi University, Mr. Dauda Sharif, will be giving us in less than 1 minute. He will be providing the official update on the election of Mulsu. Let me let you to know this, that we are the only source, the only official source that produce the results of this electoral process. So now that we are not wasting any time, we have everything set up. So I would just like to use this platform to call on our hardworking chairman, the man that listens to everyone. He doesn't work as an island. He always solicits views to see to it that we arrive out of that. And so I want to say, Chairman Dauda Sharif, you are welcome to provide us the official update on the election at Mawadi University, Liberian Student Union. Welcome, Chief.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let me begin again by saying thank you very much to our Commissioner for Records, Documentation, and Archive, Commissioner KCD Mensa. That is the reason why I always refer to you as mitochondria of the IEC. You are the powerhouse of the IEC. You've been doing extremely well. So I'd like to appreciate you for the brief introduction of this occasion. And I will no further down the waste. You've already properly introduced the occasion, so we used at least 5 minutes to at least say 1 or 2 words to the community and by extension those watching us live, and to also our candidates that took part in the process, our voters as well. So we start this section. Ladies and gentlemen of Mulsu, hard-working and dedicated commissioners, visionaries and ideologues of revolutionary art, supporters of the Pan-African struggles, comrades and colleagues striving for academic and intellectual excellence, the art and leadership of Mulsu, and by extension, our candidates, registered and unregistered voters, fellow countrymen of Mama Liberia here present, and those watching us live from the respective comfort zones. We bring you heartfelt greetings from the pinnacle of social, moral, spiritual, and political consciousness from our ballroom here at MB006. Let us begin by thanking the Almighty God for his guidance and wisdom throughout this process. It wouldn't have been possible to conduct this process without his divine intervention. This reminds us of the religious teaching that says, not even a leaf falls without the permission of the Almighty. We therefore acknowledge the works of the men who preside in the celestial abode. Secondly, we extend gratitude to the acting leadership under the stewardship of Frederick Lamadine for entrusting us with this Herculean task. We are extremely grateful for the opportunity to serve, learn, and grow in a completely different domain. We appreciate the practice of laissez-faire towards the working of the IEC, which helps us a lot in making our own independent decision without any fear and pressure from your leadership. We salute you for allowing us to do our thing. The IEC also takes this time to send unqualified and unrestricted applause to our candidates, voters, and all those who participated one way or the other. Your cooperation and respect for rules of law were the fuel that kept us burning. We admire the high level of peaceful engagement and the discipline to let go when it was necessary to do so. Even when things try to escalate, degenerate, and undermine our collective efforts to make sure of this history-making movement, you muster the courage to resist all forms of temptations and the evil machinations of the forces of change. Your attitudes will be remembered and will serve as a blueprint for generations to come after us. We are truly proud of the positive attributes throughout the process. May the decision you take help to improve every facet of Mulsu. Meanwhile, the IEC likes to seize this moment to officially announce and will subsequently release the result of the just ended election of Mulsu. It is important to note that the process started at 9 a.m. and ended at 2 p.m. Sorting, reconciliation, and tallying of votes were concurrent database of the IEC. The IEC recorded the following information relative to the pools. So firstly, we'll begin by giving you the general statistics with regards to the sorting, the reconciliation, and tallying. So we have, for total registered voters, 39 persons, or 39 of Mulsu. Out of 39 voters, we recorded 34 voters that were casted. I mean, people who took part in the process. 34 votes were cast, and then out of the 34, total valid votes, we have 32 accounted for. And then we have 2 invalid votes recorded. And then our record also shows that 5 persons abstained. Out of the 39, 5 persons abstained from the voting process. So that being said, we will give you now the individual result for our candidates as it relates to the just ended pools for Mulsu. So obviously we'll start with the least. When I say least, we'll start with the least position. So if you must know, we have 7 positions that are contested for. Out of the 7, 5 were uncontested. That means the candidate went on a white ballot. So we have 2 major areas, 2 major positions that are being contested through the pools. So we start with the chaplain. For the chaplain, we will have Samuel M. Bolling, the Student Reformation Party. He won the white ballot, received a total vote of 32, which amount to 100%. The next is the treasurer, is Comfort Lendo of the Student Reformation Party. She also won on the white ballot. By virtue of the fact that she was uncontested. So she has a count of 32 votes, amounting to 100%. Next position is the Assistant General Secretary, represented by Charles Lee M. Johnson of the Student Reformation Party. Also, by virtue of the fact that the position was uncontested, she was a lone candidate, so she automatically won a white ballot. That gives her the total vote of